What's up, guys? This is MadSquash924 here. Welcome back to part 31 of Mass Effect. We're here on the Normandy, of course. I went and did some shopping. I re-equipped everybody out so that everybody has the best equipment they can have possible. And I did mention if I picked up anything totally crazy or anything. We actually did grab this armor for Rex, and it was much better than his previous armor. As you see, most of the inventory here, if you look on the right side, there's nothing here. I sold a lot of things in the process, so the fact that we can have more inventory space. So we went from practically full to more or less nothing, which is fine. It's fine. And now let's talk to Tali. I don't think I don't think I got anything crazy. I think I got new armor. I think that's new armor. The Scorpion 8. I want to say it's new. I think I grabbed that as well.
Feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
We're getting close, I would say.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
Yeah.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
An important part, may I might add.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
You are very much welcome.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Telly.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
Cool.
I should go.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Simple, sweet, and nice little conversation there. I don't think we're nearing the end, though, like Tali thinks. I don't feel that way. What's up, Garrus?
Commander, what can I do for you?
What's up?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him.
Who knows?
He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get away, per se, but I wouldn't be too worried about it.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Sure.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Yeah, what's up?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
That's interesting. I would say, and this is my thoughts of it, so what I think is what Shepard would say here. I think that definitely in the beginning, when we were at the early stages of the Citadel, absolutely. I think they were protecting him. I think they think it was all bullshit, and that it was our mistakes that led to what it became. And it wasn't only until we proved that he was kind of dicking the Council around that they kind of see him in a different light, but I still think they sort of want to trust him, even though I don't think they do. It is possible, but I don't think they are. And I understand what he's saying.
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
Okay, so now we go on to the topic of, should we take out and kill this very high priority criminal? To a point, I see both sides of this coin. I mean, obviously we don't want to kill anybody, but perhaps he has knowledge of what's to come, or why is he doing this, or because of who he is and what he's done, maybe we shouldn't do that option. We should just end him, you know? I think when the time comes, and he's made a fool of the Citadel quite a bit, I think we should take him out. I think that is the right course of action.
I'm glad you see it that way. I never had any intention of capturing that bastard.
I think
when
so.
I see him, he dies.
Good. The Council won't like it, but they can't stop you either.
Right.
See, this is why I want to be a Spectre. You never have to worry about bureaucratic idiots making a mess of everything.
That's true. Don't let me down, buddy.
Make sure you're ready when it happens.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought that was kind of the intention anyways. I mean, I didn't really intend to bring him in alive.
Shepard,
What's up?
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
That's true, and I don't blame
So
you for
you
that.
decided to go your own way?
I decided killing for credits was better than killing for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
That's true. It's very true.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
And Ashley, what do you have to say?
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
That's fair.
You have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
Sure.
With all we've been through lately? Hell yes.
I only have enough to toast the day, not the captain. It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Thank you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Well, didn't we just kind of find out about her family? Didn't she already tell us this? Like in the last time we talked to her, she spoke an assload about her family. And now she wants to talk about it more? I mean, they seem clean.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
Right.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war.
Okay.
The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
You're blacklisted because of your grandfather's cowardice.
Cowardice. That's what the Terra Firma Party calls it. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
I see. Tell me of your grandfather
What happened
then.
to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
So is that why you're so freaking racist towards all the different alien races?
Is this why you're always going on about the council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled.
I don't think so.
So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
No, you have your uses.
You're tough and decisive. I value those qualities.
Just consider me a fire and forget missile.
I do.
But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
That's all I consider her as, is a fire and forget missile.
You have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
You have more talkies?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't mean to...
Dismissed, Chief.
Okay, this is what I figured. That's fine.
Sir.
And that's the remainder of the party. We talked to Kaden and Liara upstairs at the end of the last episode. If you guys didn't see that, you should check out the last episode. We also ended up taking out the Thorian on that episode as well. But now we got some side assignments to do. Lots of side assignments. In fact, I should probably look at those when we get to our galaxy map. Yes, I do say. This elevator takes a sweet ass time to do anything. I definitely would prefer a loading screen. A loading screen would be faster and more efficient, I suppose. I'm sure, like, at the time, back in 2007, I think this game came out. It was very cool and very innovative. But now it's kind of a hassle, you know. Alright, so we got a lot of things to do. We have to investigate some samples. There's some Geth activity. There's a facility we have to check out. There's a shipment we have to look at. And that's it. Because we're not doing these three things as I stated in previous episodes. So let's start with the samples, I suppose. The logs mentioned something about the Metano system and the Maroon Sea cluster. That would be a good place to start your investigation. Metano system, Maroon Sea cluster. Let us take a look at that stuff. And search for this cluster. Ah, the Maroon Sea cluster. There it is. Not Caspian, not Vostok. The Metano, I think. Oh yeah, we're still in Pharos. I forgot we never left orbit. You do gotta agree with Ashley somewhat, though. This was a terrible place for a colony the size of live in, you know? Like, you can't dispute that. I mean, they were experimented on. Alright, is this planet? It is not. Is this the one? It is surely not. Is this the one? Ah, it is. This is the one, the one, the one. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Who should we bring? Previously we brought Kaden and Rex, so let's bring somebody a little bit different to the party. Let's bring Garrus and Tali. Why? I don't know. There's no tactical reason for it either. I'm just bringing them on a whim. I do want to check though if it's in the Metano cluster. I think that is. I just want to double check in the journal log. But I think I am correct. The Metano? Yes. Okay. Alright, let's level up some people too since we're here. Sniper rifle's done, baby! Now, what we're gonna do next? Assault training? I don't know. First aid? Garrus is weird, because, like, I feel like he... Oops. I feel like he has some weird abilities. I don't think his abilities are crazy amazing, which is unfortunate to say. I guess first aid. I wish I could get something cool, but I don't think he has anything particularly amazing, you know? And for you, we are making you use the pistol quite a bit, and it would help you perform better with the pistol. Right? I think it makes sense to deck around in pistols, because I don't care about damping. I literally don't care. It just increases explosion radius on our proximity mines, which Who cares? Like, does that even sound helpful? I mean, maybe people see it as being helpful. I personally see no great purpose in it. Increases the radius of sabotage, overload, and damping. I don't care. I really don't care. Let's look at the map as well. Anomalies. Civilian structures. There's 3 structures to look at in total in this planet. Let's get a move on. And this planet is designed terribly. We have to climb mountains to go anywhere. That's awful. Don't like that. Not one little bit. I don't want to go frickin' mountain climbing all damn day. I want a nice, easy path. But I suppose we're mountain climbing. Maybe I'm complaining a little bit too much. This thing is an all-terrain vehicle after all. I just think it's a little bit tedious that there's so many mountains on this particular planet. And there's enemies nearby as well. Alright, well, 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to this one over here first, actually. Unless we miss like a dummy. I know we marked the other one, but we'll go to this one first. Uh-oh. Hope I didn't make a mistake. Back out! Back up! Back up! Back up, baby! There we go. Let's head to this one first, and then we'll head to the one that I already have marked.
Looks deserted.
I've got a bet.
Does it?
How horrible. The entire
There's frickin' husks
colony
everywhere.
must have been transformed.
That's fair. It does appear that way. It appears the Gathabini here. I could have parked closer, but I didn't. Oh well. What can you do? Lots of husks in here, I'd imagine. What's everyone equipped with? Let me check. Assault rifle, no, pistol and sniper rifle. Good, good, good. The things I want you to have. Husks. Now, let me double check something. Now, I'm also curious if husks are considered to be organic or synthetic. I'm not entirely sure, because they now have synthetic qualities, however their origin is organic. So, if you guys know which one they would be classified as for which does more damage, feel free to tell me that in the comments section below, because I am very curious myself. I am happy though, the conversation with the food did not take 1,000 years in today's episode, because that would be, well, it's not terrible, but it is nice that they get done relatively quickly. Okay, we got some stuff. Heavy armor. Let's see if that's better than ours. Wow, look at the shields on that thing. It's insane. Hell yeah, put that on. I mean, the protection's 2 worse, but whoop-de-doo, 2 protection worse? The shields are, like, off the charts. And of course, as I've been doing, I will... Ooh, that's new armor too. I usually will put on new armor, like, on camera, if they're better. But, like, little stuff like little add-ons and stuff, I'll definitely do mostly off-camera. Same with weapons, because I think it's hard to find really good weapons, because I find a lot of the same kind of weaponry all the time. Like, literally all the time. Is there anything else here? There's nothing in this facility. I think it's odd that there's husks here. There's no gas. You know? very strange. I do like the new armor, though. It kind of looks ugly because it's like it's kind of a green camo. To be fair, the other one's kind of ugly, too. I do prefer the original look of, like, the original N7 armor the best. And I know that's pretty much the general look for... What's this? More stuff. For, like, the majority of the other games is that kind of similar look. And that's generally the best look in my opinion. But like I'm sure there's other looks that people really like. Wow, this place has a lot of stuff in here. Like a lot of goodies. The perks of doing assignments. Well, that facility had a bunch of nothing valuable in it. By valuable I mean like assignment wise. It just had some husks and some equipment, which I'm not going to complain. It's XP and stuff. Like, I'm not going to complain about that at all. I do like stuff. There's more husk things over there. The things that they get to put people on. More husks. A lot of husks. I don't know why they go like EMP themselves when they die. It's kind of weird. Very weird. I wonder if it gets rid of like the shields. It's possible. Alright, got more armor, more weapons. And they got that. Good.
That's the last of them.
Good thing too. Now what lays inside of this facility? There is an upstairs, which is good. That's kind of weird. There was like no sound there. I see more equipment. That's very good for us. I guess the, well, let's take a look at the other facility. Ooh, some amps. Tier 7. Is that what we currently have? I just want to double check. I think we have tier 6, do we not? We do have tier 6. Alright, so we are getting up there now. Now that we're getting tier 7 equipment. That's great. That's very good for us. Because we've been seeing a lot of tier 6s. More tier 7 things. I can't wait to take a look at these later on off camera. Because, to be fair, if I went to go do everything, like, inventory-wise on camera, this one episode has the potential to going from a half hour to another, I don't know, another half hour longer, perhaps. Just because there's so much equipment that you can really micromanage in your inventory. Now, do I want to go assault training? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Man, English is hard. Do I want to do that? Increases melee weapon damage. Increases weapon damage. That's always good. It'll up that by 1% and up that by 4%. I also need first aid is the thing. And that's the other thing I've been thinking of. But do I just assign somebody to make first aid great? I suppose. Our damage is pretty good, but I think we'll go that route. You can be our first aid boy. That way we can actually heal people well. And here's your pistols. There you go. I do think first aid is important. I do think more damage is also important. And the adrenaline surge is very good. Just because of the fact that it resets all of my abilities to be used once again. So I don't have to wait. Which is super helpful fighting very hard enemies, I think. Especially when we need stuff like, you know, immunity. Immunity is fantastic. You know? Well, that's that particular building. There is one more to go, and it's over here. I can see it on the mini-map. Don't even have to mark it. And it's up of this little plateau. It looks like we're going to have to travel over here to get up there. Because it looks pretty vertical up, you know? There we are. And there's one more enemy somewhere.
En route.
Beautiful. Alright, let's head in. Hello? Oh, this facility looks a little bit different than the other ones. Very different. Has the layout of the Cerberus labs, if I am not mistaken. Like the same kind of feeling structure based. Now, what am I going to find? Husks? I imagine it's going to be husks. Ah, yes. Husks. Which is not a terrible enemy to fight. They're kind of easy in comparison to, like, freaking Cerberus commandos. Like, they were crazy powerful. Whoa. They also kill themselves half the time, so it seems. So there is that. For what purpose? I don't know. They get rid of our shields, but does it help them beat us? Not particularly. So far, we actually haven't found anything of value in any of these facilities. Hopefully, we'll find something in this room. And so far, according to the mini-map on the lower right side, we do. So therefore, we'll go take a left to find any possible equipment. It's just an empty room. What was the point of even having this room? Who knows? Hello? There's a terminal. It's a good sign, I suppose. Lots of stuff. I do like stuff. Sniper rifle, Krogan armor, okay. More modifications. Some amps. And some weapons. I want to check behind here real quick. Ah, yes, that's why. I thought there'd be more equipment laying about. Colonial Pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. And what does that do for us? That's completion of the mission, is it not? I believe it is. Yes. Mission is completed. Let's get the hell out of here. That's more information about Cerberus, once again. They seem to be more than a ragtag team of laboratory rats. That's for certain. They haven't played any instrumental impact on the story, though, on the main story, which is, I find interesting. However, they've impacted the side assignments quite a bit, I must say. There's a lot of that appears to be going on. Alright, let's head to our ship and get the hell out of here. And I imagine Hackett's going to want to talk to us, so I'll go to our terminal real quick. Or he doesn't, and he doesn't give a shit at all. Well, that's fine and dandy. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode of Mass Effect 1. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you guys think of today's episode. And if you're new to my channel, or been watching me for a little while, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. And on the next episode, we're going to get through all these assignments that we have before us. All 3 of them. There's 3 to go. And then from there, I'll either go to Vermeer, or I'll take on one of these DLC quests. I think I'll do a DLC quest, and then we'll go to Vermeer. And then from there, we'll do side assignments again, and then do the other DLC. I think that's the way I am going to go about it. So once we get the side assignments done, we'll do one of these particular DLC quests. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye!